What's the difference between a wartime and a peacetime flag? I saw a couple of presenters because there's people getting their sovereignty back around the world. What's the difference?
The difference is the wartime flag is the flag that everybody flies on the 4th of July and the holidays and all that thing like that. No one knew there was a peacetime flag. The peacetime flag has been out since the beginning of time, since the United States, and the United States of America. And it used to fly on all of the buildings back in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Okay. Then the corporations came in. All right. So the flags, they switched because of, World War One, World War Two. They had the wartime flags and everybody was rah, rah, America, which is a great thing to do. But they never changed the flag back to peacetime flag. Why? Because they were always in a war. And everybody became accustomed to the flag that's flying on every flagpole and house now. That's actually the wartime flag. The civil flag is the stripes are the other way. We're at peacetime. And the flag now that has the gold fringe, the United States has been captured. The
Wow.
gold fringe. And that means maritime flag, which means it's run by the Pope and the Queen, the British territorial government.
Now, what's the difference between land and soil jurisdiction and admiralty law? Because there's a lot of talk about the Queen, the Pope, America, and the standard mind of an American, those are separate.
Right. The maritime law is run by the Queen, all inland waterways, oceans, and whatever. She's supposed to protect everybody that's on the high seas. That's maritime law. That's British territorial law. The land and the soil is the 6 inches. The soil is the 6 inches of the top part of the ground, and the land is beneath that. So the land and soil is international, and we belong on the land and soil, and we are the owners, the people. We, the people, are the owners of the land and soil. Excuse me. So anytime you're on the inland waterways, you're under the rule of the Queen. We're allowed to go out boating and fishing and so on like that, but you have to observe maritime law when you're out there in your boat or whatever you're doing on the waterways. They have control of that.
Now, okay, I've heard that there's different constitutions.
There are.
And I mean, the average Joe like me 3 weeks ago, I thought we had one constitution, and I thought that was being just dissolved because all of the rights that I thought were guaranteed to me were gone. What are 3 different constitutions?
Okay, the 3 different constitutions. You actually know what the Constitution is. A lot of people don't know that there are 3. Okay, they're contracts for the people to keep the government in line. That's why when Biden was running for president, the Constitution's just another piece of paper. Same thing with, when Obama was in there. We don't need the Constitution. It's just a useless piece of paper. They want to get rid of that because it holds them bound to what the people have the rights to be and to have. So there are 3, the territorial, the municipal, and for us, we actually live under the Declaration of Independence and the amendments and the articles.
So the Constitution is a contract that we can keep the government in check.
Correct.
We live under the Declaration of Independence.
Correct.
Okay, who formed the other constitutions? The one with the isn't the amendments as well as part of the Declaration of Independence?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, those are for we the people. The constitutions are to keep the government and the corporations in check. So, but they're running amok. They're getting rid of them. They're making laws like all those statutes and everything that they say, well, you can't do over 35 miles an hour, or you have to do this, or you have to do that, or you have to have license plates on your cars. It's all corporate law. It's put out by the corporations to bilk as much money out of us as they possibly can. That's all those are. As an American national, you don't have to pay any attention to any of those laws because they're all statutes. They're not laws.